All right, gentlemen. You guys ready for this?
What's your posture situation? Just
chill. Yeah, and if you're Mike, Mike will end up like this at the end of the episode.
Oh, beginning too.
Oh, yeah, beginning.
that's awesome.
Mike at the end of a Rec Report episode. Welcome to another episode of the Rec Report from RiversEdgeCutlery.com. This is episode 14.
Correct, it is.
I actually checked this time. Guys, today we're playing a game of This or That, Knife Edition. We're going to be talking about knives. We want to come back from discontinuation, and we're going to be learning a little bit more about Doug's knife story. Stick around, boys. Hey, what's up? All right, guys, hopping right into it. Doug, welcome to your first episode of the Rec Report.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
So, Doug, do you want to let the people know who you are, what you do here at River's Edge?
Yeah, so my name's Doug, and I'm the retail manager here at River's Edge. So if you guys pop into the shop, the old one currently, but soon enough, our new one, I'll be on the floor helping out and doing the manager thing there.
Hell yeah. And he's really good at it. You know, Justin was pretty good at it. Doug kicks the crap out of Well, hey, say sorry, Justin. No, Justin's way better at buying.
Well, the funny thing is HR called me up to come here.
Yeah.
And they said that Justin just broke the algorithm for that Iron Man and the Captain America.
He did.
And they needed somebody to come in to kind of lower those stats a little bit.
You know, yeah, we don't like to get too crazy with it. But so thank you, Doug, so much for coming and being on the episode today. Doug, how'd you get into knives growing up?
Yeah, so my first knife was just a little Victorinox Manager.
Nice.
Or Rambler, actually.
Oh, okay.
A little Rambler. And that was kind of where it started. I was going camping with the family, and, I'd want to, try to, whittle sticks when I was, 8 years old. And didn't really work too well on the little Rambler, but kind of stepped up to some mediocre size, or good size, mediocre quality knives throughout my childhood. But my first real knife was actually 5 years ago. Walked into River's Edge and picked up a pair of 3, and the rest is history.
That's
so
awesome.
that's just it became a little bit more of an addiction after that.
When you said Victorinox Manager, in my mind I was like, that's probably a Victorinox model. You know, like Rambler, Manager, Econoline van. They just have a bunch of different.
And they all vary by one different tool.
Exactly. So right on, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming out here today. I know you guys are busy over at the store.
No worries.
Guys, I want to start with a little bit of a game. This time, there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer also.
Your game's
I know, it's always evil because I produce them, so I never get to play them myself. But guys, today we're just playing a little bit of this or that. So I'm pretty sure you can figure out what the game is just based off of that title.
I think I can handle it.
So it's two things that are kind of in the similar vein, and you get to choose this or that. Hopping right into it. Would you guys rather have a Benchmade bug out or a Hogue Deca?
Ooh. So I've never personally owned a Hogue Deca, but I've held them, and I think it kind of has a little bit more advantage than the bug out, in my opinion.
What's that?
Just like it. I don't know.
And because it comes in a Warncliffe, isn't it?
Yeah. A little different blade shape.
Yeah.
How about you, Doug?
So I've held the Deca recently, and I agree with the handles, the G10 and stuff on that model. It really adds the grip to it. It's a toss-up for me, but I'm going to edge it bug out. Okay. Just because some of their different tier options with the aluminum handles and the sculpting and stuff, I kind of like that a little bit with the different blade steels and stuff. So yeah, I edge bug out, but it's almost a tie.
Yeah.
They are offering the Deca and Magna Cut, though.
That's true.
That's true.
Once that comes in, maybe that'll push it over the edge.
That's actually a good point. I would like to see Hogue do a little bit more with the premium handle materials. Yeah. I know the G10, to a lot of people, there's nothing wrong with CF Elite or FRN, but to a lot of people that's a little bit of an upgrade over FRN. So I would like to see them do carbon fiber, titanium, aluminum, because that's it's a beautiful knife. It's a great size. So I think to kind of introduce a high-end version of the Deca would be really cool. You know, you kind of see them with, you see Hogue mess with G10, FRN, and aluminum, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So to kind of go above that would be really cool. For me, I'm going Deca. I actually really like Hogue. I like the guys over at Hogue, so I'm going Deca. Guys, this is one that I know, I already know Riley's answer, but this is more for Doug. Spartan Harsey Folder or Sabenza 21?
I have to go to the Sabenza.
Yeah. You're bullshitting us, man.
Yeah, Spartan all the way.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Doug?
I'm also gonna go Spartan on that one. Yeah, I really like the way it feels, the ergonomics, the way they cut that handle, and for me, it's just they're both very smooth, but I just like the finishing on the Spartan a little bit more.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, props to Chris Reeve because that's just iconic. But I really like that Spartan a lot.
You know, I gotta stay brand loyal to Tim. I'm gonna go with the Sabenza 21 on this one, but it's right there.
Yeah.
I just think for me, being a 4'11", you know, just regular guy out there, the Spartan RC Folder is a little bit big for me.
People are gonna have a lot of misconceptions.
Yeah, when you're looking for me at Blade Show, look for a 4'11" guy. That's me.
Holding the really big knife.
Exactly. Guys, another one, two Titans, and actually I'll do a third one after this with kind of mixing all these up. But Sabenza or XM18.
Ooh.
And you can choose the blade shape on either one of them, so you can spec it out however you'd like.
I've never owned either of them. Really like both of them, but gonna have to go with the Hinder.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you spec it out like?
Ooh, that's true.
You can do anything.
It'd be the Sponto blade.
Nice.
With that like acid wash.
Okay.
The bronze color.
Nice.
And then same to match the titanium side. And then I'd probably go with, it's tricky, I don't know what color G10. So many cool ones, but I like the orange.
Okay, cool. Doug, how about you?
Probably Hinder as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 3-inch.
Interesting.
Because I have tiny hands.
Same here, 4'11", baby.
So yeah, the 3-inch, probably slicer.
Nice.
With bronze, titanium.
Nice.
And like let's say like a frag OD micarta.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean. And you know, I'm gonna go Hinder this time.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm gonna go Hinder. I'm gonna go 3.5-inch, no choil, Warncliffe.
Nice.
And it's got to be bronze. The bronze is just so badass.
Really cool.
Stonewash bronze, and then a stonewash blade, and then a black G10 scale. That's
Solid.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the bronze black look. I think it just looks clean. I think it looks
That's nice.
clean. But that's what I would do. And how about the third variation, Spartan Harsey Folder XM18?
Tricky, but I gotta stick with the Spartan.
Yeah. So that's kind of your end all be all when it comes to this kind of stuff. Douglas?
That is very tough. That's neck and neck, especially because I like the Spartan Harsey 3.25.
Yep.
And I like the 3-inch Hinder. Depending on the kind of exclusive engraving on the Harsey, maybe the Harsey just for that kind of pop.
Yeah, that's true.
But just probably standard issue, probably the Hinder.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you know
Yeah.
what kind of gives the Hinderer a bit of a neck up in a lot of ways is that they use different steels.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So like you could get 3V or 4, is it 4V from Monkey Edge?
I'm not sure what there is.
It's either 3V or 4V, but you can get like 20CV or M390 from DLT. So like there's a little bit more steel variation, which I always think is cool.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know down below. You don't have to answer all three of those questions, but if you had to choose Spartan, Harsey Folder, Sabenza 21, or an XM18, what would you choose out of those three, and how would you spec them out? Guys, how about a little bit of a brand battle?
All right.
Microtech or Protech?
I think I'm gonna go with Protech.
Okay. Why is that?
I really like the people there.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge auto fan in general.
Sure.
But the Protech Malibu and the Mordak,
Yeah.
those are awesome knives.
Absolutely. Doug, how about
Solid.
you?
I'm gonna be Protech all the way.
I knew you were a Protech
I'm a
guy.
Protech guy. I love Protech. I love their fit and finish.
Yeah.
I love their aesthetic that you can tell it's a Protech even with the different designs and styles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of their aluminum handles and stuff.
Me too.
I like that. I like the way that they do fit and finish. They stand behind everything 100%. I mean, very proud company for good reason.
Yep.
But I love Protech. They're just rock solid.
I'm going to also go Protech, and just for the simple fact that they have grippy grip.
Grippy grip.
And all I ask, Dave, Matt, please, I would love to see a full-size Rockeye with grippy grip covering everything.
Yep.
That would be a badass knife.
Even on the blade.
Yes, even on the blade, I like a grippy blade.
Grippy blade.
You know, just in case you need to get weird with it. But
it's got to come with a partner SBR though.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
but you know, you see way more SBRs than you see those full-size Rockeyes.
They're so hard to find.
I love that knife. Guys, Microtech or ProTech, let us know. There's no right or wrong answer here. They're both awesome brands. I just happen to choose them because they both ended in tech. Steel battle now, guys.
Ooh.
Crew wear or 20 CV? M390, 204P, doesn't matter. For your application, you know, I'm not going to give you a knife that's going to end up on.
Probably 20 CV.
Okay. Okay. What is that?
That's a little bit more corrosion resistant, isn't it?
Way more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're a salty guy, you know. You like to end up on the water. No, I get that. You're a big sweater. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. How about you, Doug?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 20 CV or in that family as well. I don't hard use my knives a lot. I would have a crew wear, like for sure, you know, for certain applications,
Yep.
but just my pick off the bat is 20 CV for day-to-day, you know, EDC, that edge retention and just stainless.
Yeah,
For sure.
I got to go 20 CV also. I know a lot of people talk about toughness. I'm also not a super hard user on stuff. Like if we're talking about we're gonna make a freaking sword out of it, that may be crew wear.
Yep.
Or like a bushcrafting knife.
Yeah.
But for just general use, a lot of my 20 CV stuff from companies that I know heat treat it correctly, I just go months and months without sharpening, which is just awesome. Super low maintenance. I love that stuff. You can see Eric. I wish we had a third camera angle so we could have captured what he was doing over there. Guys, let us know 20 CV or crew wear. What would you guys choose, and what knife are you guys putting it on? Okay, guys, in the Spyderco world, I know, and please don't get started on the compression lock. Para 3 PM tail.
I like the 2 better.
Okay.
Just a little bit more size. I did like the 3 better when our 3 came out.
Sure.
And like that's all we carried for a while, but then we got the 10Vs in and I was like,
Ooh.
whoa. This knife was big, but then started liking bigger knives better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then the Spartan it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a much bigger knife than even the PM
Never
tail.
would have seen myself carrying that years ago.
No, and that was like a love at first sight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, how about you, Doug?
Yeah, well, just to piggyback off that, I have also trended towards larger knives recently. Just, you know, working at the knife shop, it's
Yep.
like there's nothing frowned upon. You know, it's not
No,
like
you
there's
carry
no
whatever
society-
you want.
Yeah, size matters. Yeah, but societal norms are, you know, different inside the
Sure.
knife shop. So,
Sure.
But being said, Para 3 is my first real knife.
Yep.
I love Para 3, and I like the shape of the handle for my hand better because I have small hands. So the Para 3 for me all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also gonna go Para 3. That was other than I had a mini grip Tillion, and then I had a blue Persistence from Spyderco, and I think the Persistence like really got me into that like medium sized Spyderco. So
Sure.
there was a point in my life where I had a lot of Para 3s.
Yeah.
So,
It's a phenomenal choice.
Yeah, this is a good choice. So PM2, Para 3, what are you guys choosing? There's no wrong answer there. Guys, this is going to be a little bit more of a toss-up. I think I know Riley's answer. Button lock or frame lock?
Ooh. That's tough because frame locks are also crazy, crazy strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still gonna have to go with the frame lock.
Yeah, okay. No, that makes total sense for me. Guys, if you haven't watched our frame lock episode, watch it right now. We'll link it down below.
Stop, watch, come back.
Yes, yeah, we'll actually wait. Should we give him a few seconds?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I know now you've learned a lot about frame locks and about Chris Reeves, so welcome back, and you're a little bit more educated. You probably enjoy the episode a little bit more now, being more of an expert. All right, Doug, button lock or frame lock? What are you going with?
That is extremely tough because obviously different applications, but I'm gonna edge toward button lock if I can include just ProTech because that,
Yeah.
I mean, technically we're there,
Yeah.
and it's just a beefy, robust system that they have set up. So day to day, button locks, manuals or automatics. I like the button lock a lot, but frame locks are a solid choice too.
Yeah.
I have plenty of those too, but I'd say button lock.
I gotta go frame lock, but I hear where both you guys are coming from. I really do like button locks, but I gotta go frame lock.
All right, I got one for you guys.
Sure. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Off script.
Bark River or LT?
Ooh. I have to go. LT Elaine. I'm so sorry. I have to go Bark River.
Wow. I wasn't
Because
expecting that.
because I really like that they use modern steels.
All right.
I think there have been some M4 LTs in the past, which is probably about as modern as they go. But I like the crew wear. I like the 3V. I like all that stuff that you can get from Bark River. So I got to go Bark River. How about
All
you?
right.
That's very good reasoning.
Yep.
I like that because I like Bark River is just so many handle materials, so many steels,
Yeah.
and that you can get kind of what you need depending on the availability. And I'm probably gonna go LT though.
Okay.
Just because I really like local makers.
Sure.
I like the idea that we're kind of in that community and here in Ohio and stuff. And I just no bash on either company, but I'm gonna go LT for that slight edge.
Cool.
I'm also gonna have to go with LT. Just everyone at the company. I like their knives, I like the people.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I feel bad. Sorry. Guys. Okay. Back on script. Titanium or micarta when it comes to handle scales, or I should say handles, because you don't really get titanium scales very often.
I guess it just depends on the knife, but on a folder, titanium all day.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't really seen a fixed blade with titanium, but
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
definitely pick my Carta for fixed blade.
Okay. So this is less of a this or that and more of a both.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I like
That's
both.
fine. No, that's fine with me. Doug, how about you?
I gotta cop out and do the same thing.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I love titanium for like the customizing, like anodization and
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and the milling and stuff, because you can get some nice grip on some of those titanium milling scales.
Absolutely.
But I love the just old school like worn in micarta. It's a toss up.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I'm gonna go right down the middle, titanium.
That's down the middle?
No, sorry. I'm gonna choose one or the other. I should say
Yeah.
titanium. Hey, thank you, Riley, for keeping me in check, bro. I appreciate you, guys. Warrenclyffe or Drop Point?
Ooh, Warrenclyffe all day.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. Doug.
Same Warrenclyffe all day.
Warrenclyffe, baby.
Yeah.
Team Warrenclyffe.
Yeah, I love Warrenclyffe.
If you don't like Warrenclyffes, then I don't know. Get your eyes checked.
Start using your knife more.
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
Shots fired.
guys, cool down, bro. Adamus/Adamus. I still say Adamus. Or Shaman.
Ooh, Adamus.
Okay.
Slash Adamus.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Doug?
Man, they're both very good. Shaman.
Okay.
I like the contouring a little bit more on the handle, the scales, and I just like the thickness of the blade stock a little bit better, and that full
Agreed.
flat grind. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Shaman also. That was actually my first large folder before I got the Zon and the Shiro and all that stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go Shaman. I like the contouring. It kind of brought me into that world. So
It's just frustrating you can't close it without having to move your hand.
I know the little nub.
Yeah.
The little nub.
Yeah.
I agree. Sometimes it's easy just to move your finger out of the way, but I don't know. Just, whatever, bro. Last one I have for you guys: flipper or thumb studs.
Ooh. Depends on the knife, because like
Sure.
if you took the flipper off of an XM18, it'd be like, because sometimes they can be hard to open.
Yeah, that's true.
But like a flipper on the Spartan wouldn't make sense.
No, you wouldn't be able to flick it out.
Yeah, that too. Probably thumb studs though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go thumb studs. I'm kind of traditional in that way. I like to reverse flick thumb studs also.
Yeah.
But
Yep, I'm same camp, thumb studs most of the time.
yeah,
There's a couple knives that have surprised me that I actually prefer the flipper on, just with the style and the ergonomics
Sure.
and stuff. But overall, thumb studs out of those two.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually prefer an XM18 non-flipper too.
Wow.
I just have a hunch. I don't know if this is true. So let me know if this is actually true. But I feel like all of the non-flipper XM18s I've ever played with have had differently tuned detents, because I've never gotten like a non-flipper
Good possibility.
a non-flipper XM18 and been like, wow, this is really hard. But sometimes you do get some flipper XM18s and it's hard to thumb set them. So guys, let us know if that's true. Also, hope you were answering down below. There's no wrong answer for this one. Hopping right back into it, guys. what is a knife that you wish you could bring back from discontinuation? We've talked about this question before. However, we just started talking about it on the rec room recently. Got me thinking about it once again. So Riley, what was a knife that you'd bring back from discontinuation?
I feel like this keeps coming back to me, and like I've been mentioning it a lot lately, so hopefully it comes back.
Yeah.
But the Spyderco K2.
Beast.
And 10V.
Beast of a knife.
Everything about it is just super cool.
Yeah, super badass knife. I get why it probably didn't sell very well, because it's freaking massive.
It is big, but titanium.
Wasn't
10V.
it? Yeah, 10V. Yeah, that's badass.
Everything about it, the style, it was just cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug, how about you?
Yeah, so I have 2, fixed blade and a folder.
Okay.
Folder, I kind of like the aesthetic of the Spyderco Firefly.
Oh, that's
It's like a
an
really
old school.
roundy handle,
Yeah.
G10. So it fills your hand a little bit, but it's kind of a chunky little knife. I don't know, I like it a lot. I like the looks of that one because I like smaller knives.
Sure.
And then fixed blade, I don't remember the name of it, but one came through the shop the other day. A customer had one, and I think you had mentioned it a long time ago in a record report, but it's that little Benchmade, like 2-inch fixed blade.
Oh, the
Activator?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
I just brought in.
Yeah, yep, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I actually really like that knife. For me, I think it's my traditional answer has always been the Benchmade Onslaught. I love that knife, and I have
Yep.
like just kind of a personal connection to that knife, looking at it as a kid and at River's Edge. Another one, obviously cop out answer, is the Paisan
Sure.
Yeah.
from Spyderco.
Yep.
But I just think that there's a space for higher end Spydercos now that there maybe wasn't 5 or 10 years ago. You kind of see the whole knife market kind of trending up right now. So I would love to see that come back. But
You reminded me of another one.
Okay.
Sorry, a third entry, the Spyderco Bombshell.
oh yeah, the Danger Pickle.
Yeah, yes, the Danger Pickle. I
Yes.
like that one a lot. Never held it, but it's never going to happen again. But I like it.
You know, Carl Alley from the Rec Room and hopefully from River's Edge Cutlery, he mentioned in the Rec Room that that's the one that he would bring back.
Yep.
So I
Great
absolutely
choice.
love that knife. We saw a lot of Paisans, a lot of Nirvanas, stuff like that. The Bombshell, the K2. So
Yeah.
a lot of Spyderco models that people want to come back. Guys, what is a model that you would like to bring back from discontinuation? I always like to hear what you guys think of. You're always coming at it from a different angle than us. Guys, should we hop into the knife news?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Sure.
Cool, man. So something awesome that I just saw is coming out from one of our favorite knife makers, McNeese. You guys know the Mac 3.5. We just got those in Magna Cut. Those were pretty cool.
Those are sick.
Yes. So he is coming out with an automatic version of that knife. Button lock automatic version of that knife.
Huh.
That's solid.
From the looks of it, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it is an aluminum handle, which is really cool. It may be titanium, so Mr. McNeese, if you're watching this, let us know. But I'm super, super psyched about that. I'll get you guys a picture so we can throw it up here. Also, Kershaw Lucha, one of the best-selling Kershaw knives right now. They're coming out with a 20 CV and carbon fiber version of that knife.
Whoa. The
Yes.
whole scale's going to be carbon fiber?
I think it kind of looks like maybe just a little scale
Okay.
on the actual,
really
you know what
light.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's going to be super, super sweet. I don't know if the rest of the handle's titanium or steel like it is now.
Those are super popular, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Super well priced, American made Balisong. Also from the homie Chris Ortiz from Cerberus. Have you guys been seeing the logger scales he's been doing?
Yes.
I
Cool.
love
Yes.
those. It's kind of like a translucent yellow, great milling, great texturing on those. If you haven't checked out Cerberus's stuff, he's got great scales, great fixed blades.
Yeah.
He's done some designing for
Yeah.
different companies.
Artisan, Arian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chris is a really cool guy, he's up and coming. So check him out if you haven't already. He'll be linked down below. Another thing that I just found out based off of a Metal Complex video, so shout out Metal Complex, is that Max Ace has an out the front.
Ooh. Did not
And
know that.
I'll show you. I'll put it linked down in the description, and I'll pop up a picture here. But different looking, very, very different looking.
Yeah.
It has the same kind of fit and finish that we're used to seeing from high-end Max Ace stuff, which as always has really good attention to detail. So if you're interested in that, check out Metal Complex's video down below. Speaking of Metal Complex and of really cool people, he also did a review on Jacob Creates Chickadee, So check that out. It's always cool when you see your heroes, shout out Jake, get reviewed by another one of your heroes, Metal Complex. So it was cool to see that he likes the chickadee as much as we do.
I really like that knife.
It's a nice freaking knife. So we'll link all that stuff down in the description. If you have any other knife news that we should be aware of, leave them down in the comments down below. Do we have time for a pocket check? I think we got 4 minutes left. Think we can make it happen?
Yeah.
All right. Riley, what you got, brother?
Been breaking this one in. This is the RC fir tree.
Nice.
Yeah,
very, very good.
My favorite one we got in.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Been putting this one to use.
Nice.
How about you?
I have the American Blade Works Model 1.
Came in.
Nice.
Came in, yeah, full
I think it's
titanium, good milling. Shout out Michael Martin, North Carolina, American Blade Works. Makes these all by himself, so awesome
badass.
maker.
It's a frame lock.
And it's a frame lock, but
Yep.
I'm representing button locks over here with the runt. So that's classic. I love the runt.
Nice.
That's the best small
And you have
automatic out
open.
there.
Yeah, Rec exclusive. Check them out. RiversEdgeCutlery.com.
Tough Rider, baby. I got my Shiro Ursus or your Ursus.
That's a new one for you too, right?
Yes.
Nice.
The with the wood inlay.
That's slick with the wood.
Yeah, I'm super psyched on it. I'm excited to try out Chromax. I've never had anything in Chromax, so I'll keep you guys updated and probably do a mental strap episode on the steel once we have a little bit more information on it. Guys, what are you carrying on this beautiful Friday afternoon? Doesn't that make you feel bad?
It does.
Because it's only Wednesday here.
It's supposed to rain on Friday, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, whatever. When you guys came in on this rainy Friday afternoon, let us know down below. Gentlemen, do you have anything for the good people out there?
Gonna wrap it up for me.
Any dad advice?
Ooh. Stay in tune because I think the Benchmade 2022 lineup is slowly trickling out.
True.
So dads like that stuff.
Dad's like Benchmade.
Nice, man.
All right, guys. Floss. Floss. That's going to be my advice today.
You said that last time.
Oh, I thought I talked about brushing your teeth for 2 minutes last time.
Both of it.
Wash your hands after you use the restroom.
Huh.
Even if no one's in there. I know you guys are doing that.
I'll have to give that one a try.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys on the next episode.
See ya.